Guys, can we talk about the wedding in Jordan? The Jordanian royal family. I mean, seriously, I don't know where you've been. I don't know if you've seen the photos. I don't know if you've seen the footage, but it was amazing. Let's break this down. So, this guy over here is the son of the king of Jordan. So the king of Jordan is King Abdullah. This is his eldest son here. His name is Al Hussein. He's 28. He's the crown prince. That means that when his father goes away, steps down or passes away, that he will become the next king of Jordan. He is now married to this lovely lady here called Rajwa Al Saif. She's 29 and she's the youngest daughter of Saudi businessman Khaled Al Saif. So first of all, what I'll say is if she's the youngest daughter, can you imagine her older sisters? Girl, they first of all, they better be married off. And second of all, can you imagine? They're like that damn bitch. Anyway, so she's going to be the future queen of Jordan. Can we just put that into context? She's going to be the queen of Jordan. At the moment, the queen of Jordan is Queen Rania, obviously, who is his mother. So she will be the future queen of Jordan. So this will be the future king and future queen of Jordan. So she's 29, and as I said, she is the daughter of Saudi businessman Khaled Al Saif. So she is a Saudi native, so she's from Saudi Arabia. What I understand is that her mother is like a cousin of the king of Saudi Arabia or something like that. So she's like a cousin, she's like a relative. So she has some royalty in her. So she is so stunning. But it does give me a little bit of gratification to know that she's part royal. So it's almost like, oh, well, she's royalty, so what can you expect? She's not an average Joe like all of us, that just happened to have gone to university, happened to just fall in love with a man who just happened to be the next king of Jordan, and she looks like bloody so stunning. Okay, so the wedding took place in the Zoran Palace in downtown Amman in Jordan, followed by a motorcade of Land Rovers and a free concert to celebrate the nuptials. So Amman is obviously the capital of Jordan, and it took place in this palace, but actually it took place in the garden. And I'm just so jealous because all her pictures of like her entrance, she goes through the gardens and it's like, oh my God, it's amazing. And then it looked as though they were in this sort of shaded area. I don't know whether it was a tent, but it was a shaded area. But this particular photo is where she's obviously signing the marriage certificate. And here you have an imam who is like a priest in Islam. So he's obviously there to officiate the wedding. So she, as it says here, is an architect. And obviously their wedding was like, one of the biggest weddings of the year. I've heard it reported, I've seen it reported that it's the wedding of the year, which is actually quite a shame because his younger sister, Princess Iman, got married, I think in March of this year. So it is a little bit of like shade, but whatever, he's going to be the future king. So hey, so they got married on the 1st of June, and obviously you had so many dignitaries and other members of the royal family that attended their wedding. So I will do another video where I'll go into more detail about the sort of star-studded guest list, but I'll go into more detail later on. So this is a sort of just brief summary of what happened. So obviously we had William and Kate there. We obviously had Jill Biden there. We also had, quite surprisingly, Princess Eugenie and her husband there. And also more surprisingly, I don't know if any of you noticed, but Princess Catherine, her mother and her sister were there. So the Middletons were there. I understand that Princess Catherine was actually raised or spent a portion of her young life in Jordan. I think she was there until she was like 2 or 3, and she went to nursery there because her dad was based there because of his work in aviation. So their family were based in Jordan. So as I understand, Jordan is actually has quite a soft, quite a important place for Catherine and her family. And I wonder if they speak Arabic. That would be quite an interesting fact. Okay, so this article just talks about how important the marriage is because it's actually forging friendships and relationships between Saudi Arabia and Jordan. So it just talks about, how important that is. And then it says the bride wore an elegant dress. So her dress was absolutely stunning. I'm actually going to skip this article down here. I mean, these are the Jordanians celebrating in Amman, obviously. Look how stunning she is. Absolutely beautiful. This was the Rolls Royce that she arrived in. And then she left in a Range Rover, which I'll show you in a moment. So this is her dress. So this was obviously where the ceremony took place. So they were sitting at the front where you saw that picture. I think this is her father, the Amman, and then you've got the King of Jordan here, and then her prince. So she walks in. Her dress is absolutely stunning. So the train is just ridiculous, and this veil. She's got sort of cut out flowers on the back of her skirt, and she had a tiara. She's holding the hands of a young gentleman. This gentleman is actually the King of Jordan's younger son. So that's her brother-in-law, and he's walking her down the aisle. So you obviously have all the dignitaries. It doesn't look like there's that many people, does it? But I imagine maybe the ceremony, there's not that many people, and then obviously maybe the reception there was. So you can see here, here's Beatrice. Sorry, I think I said Eugenie earlier on. No, actually it's Beatrice and her Italian husband are here. And then you can see here there's Kate and William. And then you can see here there's Pippa Middleton. And then I think her mother is somewhere. So yeah, so she just, her dress honestly was just, so I looked this up and her dress is actually from Elie Saab. So first of all, I was really hoping that she would have chosen like a Jordanian fashion designer or a Saudi fashion designer. I know that she wore a Saudi outfit for her Mendi, and a Mendi party is like a party that is thrown prior to the wedding. It's almost like a bridal shower, but it's just like 10 times as big as a bridal shower. Everyone dances, like everyone just goes crazy. It's almost like a hen do plus a bridal shower, if you can put the two together. So she had a Mendi, which I'll do another video on, talking about it. So Queen Rania, the Queen of Jordan, actually threw her Mendi party for her. So at that Mendi party, she wore a Saudi outfit from a Saudi designer. So I was really hoping she was either going to do a dress from a Saudi designer or a Jordanian designer. But it turns out that she wore Elie Saab, and Elie Saab is a Lebanese designer. So Elie Saab, fine, Lebanese, Arabic, I get it. And Elie Saab is obviously just a massive designer. And I just think the dress is so breathtaking, and she just looks so exquisite. And everyone in that room, including her prince and including her father-in-law, including her father, their breath must have just been taken away when she came walking down that aisle, because she was just stunning. And she's one of those people who have like, they have those particular faces where she has a particular jawline, a particular nose, she has a particular bone structure, her body is in a certain way that she has just great angles. So every single angle is just fantastic. Everything she wears, I can imagine, is just amazing. Every hairdo, every tiara, you know, one of those people that can wear hats and fascinators, whereas like, I can't bloody wear half of those things. So she's very similar to Catherine. And Catherine is also wearing Elie Saab at this ceremony. Yeah, so absolutely stunning. This is also the pageantry in Amman celebrating the wedding. What I will say, and I've been to Jordan, I love Jordan, and clearly this is a very happy, joyous occasion for Jordanians, and I'm happy for you. But what I will say is that nobody does pageantry like the British. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. So there you have the king and his son. He's obviously looking very proud. Good for him. And this is the ceremony. So it doesn't look like it was a tent. It just looks like there's obviously this structure in the garden. I mean, how lucky is that? How beautiful is that? Look at this beautiful lamp. There's a photo going viral, which is this front bit of them sitting at the front, and the photo is just exquisite. Whoever was the photographer, oh my God, your filters, your presets, just good for you. So beautiful, beautiful. And then again, you've got the pageantry, and then here's Kate and William talking to the couple. I mean, look at, do you see what I mean about the angles? Look at her nose, look at her bone structure, look at her arms, look at just everything. Amazing. Here you have the Jill Biden, so the president of the United States, wife, and I believe their daughter. arriving at the wedding. No Joe Biden, which is very similar to the coronation of King Charles. Obviously, it was the wife and I think the daughter or the granddaughter that came, and no Joe Biden. This is Queen Rania, so the Queen of Jordan, the King of Jordan. She wore a black dress by Dior with a gold detail. Now, I'm very disappointed that she wore Dior. Come on now, bruv. And I'm very, so obviously it's a French, I don't have anything against Dior, but it's a French fashion house. Like, what? You're the Queen of Jordan. Also, I'm actually very disappointed that she wore black. I think she could have just, the thing is she's so beautiful, she's so stunning. And if you've seen my previous videos, I am such a fan of her. I think she's so gorgeous. I mean, I think she's got 4 kids and look at her body. She's amazing. Her fashion is amazing. Her style is amazing. She's so elegant. But what are you wearing? What is this? She could have done so, oh, she could have done something so adventurous. And the thing is Arab designers and Arab fashion, if you've ever been to Dubai, I've been to Dubai. If you've ever been to Dubai, if you've ever been to Abu Dhabi, if you've ever been to Kuwait, you know, just the list goes on. Their fashion is so banging. The stuff you see in their shops, like a regular shopping mall, is insane. Their fabrics, their designs, their embroidery, it just, everything is just, oh, it's just banging. So it's a shame that she didn't wear something that was a lot more adventurous, a lot more fashion forward, and that it wasn't an Arab brand. So, but you know, I love Queen Rania, so there you are. Here you can see that the wedding was televised to the public, and you know, just beautiful. And this was the Range Rover where they sort of left the wedding, and they obviously went round to wave at the public. Stunning. I mean, look at her. If I can zoom this up, she's so stunning. I love those diamond earrings that went around in a sort of hoop. I thought it was quite edgy. Love the fact she wore tiara. She's probably borrowed it off of the Jordanian royal family, but I don't want to say that because she may be rich enough, and she may be of a certain aristocracy that she has her own family tiara. I don't know. I don't know where the tiara came from, but it's obviously plastered in diamonds and it's stunning. I just love this whole draping. It's so stunning, honestly stunning. And it's very conservative, yet also modern. And I was surprised at how structured it was. So if we can just go back, I'm so sorry that I'm skipping. So I just wanted to skip to this article in NBC News. I mean, first of all, look at how beautiful that photo is. Oh my gosh. So what I was saying is I was actually quite surprised at how structured her dress was for an Islamic wedding or an Islamic family. So it is quite structured, meaning that it shows a lot of her body shape, but it's still very conservative. Obviously, it's very covered, and I just think it's stunning. I mean, just wow. So this article actually in NBC News is quite a good one because it shows some video footage. Absolutely stunning. I mean, look at this woman. So this is her mother in the purple. She looks very elegant, and I love the fact that the Sultan of Brunei is just casually sitting next to her. I mean, God. She looks lovely, and you can clearly see that she's got her looks from her mother. And I think she looks very elegant, very lovely. But I'm a bit disappointed in the colour, and I'm so sorry to be such a downer. And I kind of think she should have done something a bit more like a gold. And I know it's a bit weird because there are these other ladies here with a gold, so maybe she should have stood out a bit. I do like this other woman's colour palette here, but I just don't know. The lilac, the purple, maybe she should have done a silver. I just don't even know. I think a gold would be great, but I do see that there were a lot of people wearing gold actually at that wedding. So this noise is actually traditional for a lot of Arabic countries, a lot of Arabic weddings, and it's for it's basically celebrating the fact that they've got married. There's a bit of trouble here getting the ring on. My view is probably, if you've seen her engagement ring, it's like a massive rock, and I don't know whether there's any room left on her finger. what you may or may not have noticed is that she's wearing flats. Now, I wore flats to my wedding. So I actually am so happy she wore flats because one, it's just showing the world that, hey, be comfortable. But also, I kind of think she wore flats because her husband is quite short, or at least her husband is her height or just shorter than her. So I would like to think that she didn't wear high heels because she wanted to kind of be, you know, in the picture, she kind of wanted to be level to his height or at least close to it. So fine. I mean, his mother is taller than his dad. So it's kind of a trait I think that the men in this family love. They're tall women. I mean, the pageantry is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Look how cute this is. Do you know what? I don't know if you've noticed, but actually they were forming the flag. And I think the cable car is like the red bit of the flag and the star. So if we go back, if you see, this is the flag. And then you've got the red bit of the flag and the white star. So after the wedding, they kind of had this presentation on stage. So you can see here the bride and groom entered through this arch into the gardens. I mean, this pageantry is so beautiful. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to forward this at many times because it is actually really long. If you want to have a look at the full video, please go check out Amman TV on YouTube. So I'm going to have to skip it because it is quite long. So they go through this massive entrance and there's dancing, there's singing. It's just amazing. So as you can see, it's very traditional. You've got drummers, you've got dancers, everyone's celebrating, everyone's dancing. I mean, this is just such a special and happy occasion. I mean, look at that man go. I'm surprised that people are dancing in front though. Do you know what I mean? To kind of block the view and the photos and the videos of the bride and groom. But hey. So this amazing parade of dancing and singing continues for some time until they get to the stage. She's so stunning. Oh my God, I can't even breathe. So their families are on stage. You've got the king, you've got the queen, you've got her mother, her father. And basically, as they're on stage, there's various singers and bands, and the royal family are dancing, which I actually find quite funny because can you imagine this to be the British royal family? They're like on stage, just like dancing. It's quite funny. You can imagine the Queen like clapping away, dancing. But anyway, so yeah, it was obviously so beautiful. So they meet guests on the stage, and then there's this party. Everyone's dancing, everyone's singing. And there's various performances. So here they're greeting people, and then there's singers and various entertainment. I believe there's also fireworks on the night as well. I don't know if there was fireworks at this stage, but there were fireworks on the night. Wow, this looks kind of like Scottish, right? Like bagpipes. Amazing. What an amazing sound. What lovely entertainment. There's so much entertainment. It seems like the whole of Jordan was out. It just amazing. So there's so much entertainment. So please do watch the full video. I wonder whether the entertainment represents the whole of Jordan, because there's obviously people from different areas of Jordan. So I wonder whether, like, you know, there's this traditional dance from the north, there's this traditional dance from the south, there's these drummers from here. And I wonder if there's any Saudi traditional performers. So this is obviously their wedding cake. Absolutely huge. They take out a sword to cut it. I mean, how fabulous is that? Are these bubbles in the air? Quite cool. So they obviously leave. So then what we have is an evening reception. So this is the Hello magazine. So this is an evening reception. Again, this is at a point where they're greeting guests. Now, you've got the king there, you've got Queen Rania, you've got the prince, and you've got the now princess and then her dad, and they're obviously greeting guests. Now, I'm sorry, I am not a fan of this dress, particularly when you saw her banging wedding dress. And when you see her in other photos, she's just so sophisticatedly and amazing. And then you look at this, and you know, the shape is great because it's very princessy, and I get the gloves, it's very princessy. I do like this sort of 3D design, but I don't know, like the whole thing with her looks and her body, and I am not a fan of it at all. I think she looks like a cupcake or one of those dolls on top of a cake. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. So you've got the Princess of Wales arrives and the Prince of Wales, and they look banging. You could see the dress a bit more hair, and I'm guessing it has a train. I'm just not a fan at all. So the Princess of Wales arrives here looking absolutely amazing. She has that pearl tiara that was a favorite of Princess Diana, and it always looks really good on her. And you've also got the Prince of Wales. And then here you have the royal family of Bhutan. And here you can see the dress a little bit more. I mean, I'm guessing it has a train. I can see that it's got a corset here. I'm just not feeling it. I'm sorry. So I did look up this tiara actually. This tiara, she actually had made. Now, she is from a billionaire family, and she had this tiara commissioned, so a new tiara commissioned, and it's obviously a diamond tiara. It has some Arabic writing, and it actually has her name. So her name is Rajwa, but it has the full Arabic name, because the name Rajwa apparently means hope. So it has like the hope of Allah, like the hope of God or something, put in Arabic calligraphy along the tiara. Now, very beautiful, but I feel some kind of way. Is it a little bit narcissistic to have your name in your tiara? And then obviously that's going to be part of history now. So that's going to be passed on and passed on and passed on. But like, you're forever going to live in it because your name is on it. So wherever it's worn on anyone's head, it's going to have like your name. I don't know whether that's a little bit narcissistic or whether that's quite cute. But also, if she had that made, I kind of think you could have done much better if you actually had it made. You know, imagine you had it made and your dad's a billionaire and you can choose whatever design you want, whatever design you can choose. Is that a design that you're going to choose for a brand new tiara? And then I kind of think tiaras are like emblems, right? They're you know, historical, they are family. I just think that she should have had a tiara that was either of the Saudi Arabian royal family, or she should have borrowed a tiara from the Jordanian royal family. Like maybe wore the same tiara that Queen Rania wore. I don't know. But anyway, you know, good for you. If you live that kind of life where you can get your own tiara commissioned and there's like drop diamonds hanging off it and it's got your name encrusted in diamonds, then good for you. Good for you. Here you can see more of the dress. I mean, her body is so banging and her shape is so banging. Everything looks good on her, but come on now. I think Queen Rania is dressed so much better. This cape, everyone loves a cape, and it's got a little train. I love the color. It's just beautiful. But I think she should have stepped up for the wedding ceremony. And here you have a better picture of the princess. So yeah, so guys, I'm going to do another video just talking about the tiaras and talking about the fashion of the wedding guests, because I actually noticed that Princess Beatrice was wearing her mother's tiara, and also Princess Beatrice, when she arrived at this evening reception, was wearing the same dress as somebody who was attending the ceremony. They actually had the same dress. So I need to look at this further and make sure that it is actually exactly the same dress, because if it is, oh my god, that is embarrassing. But anyway, so guys, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, good luck to the couple. What an amazing wedding, and what an amazing, beautiful bride, and good luck to them. So guys, please do subscribe, like, and put a comment in the comment section if you are from Jordan, if you are from the Middle East. You know, did you watch the wedding? Did you enjoy it? Was it spot on? Was it, you know, the wedding of the year that everyone says? Was the tradition on point? You know, let me know. Let me know. So guys, take care and have a great week. Bye guys.